Ivory Coast sack coach over poor outing. The news in detail. Governor Oyebanji says that he will continue to support the art and culture sector to expand the shared prosperity agenda of his administration. Oyebanji made a statement in Ado while receiving an award as the most NAFEST-friendly governor of the century by all state commissioners of arts and culture in Nigeria. Toba Babalola bring the details and other activities of the governor.
Presenting the most NAFEST-friendly governor of the century award on behalf of other state commissioners, the Ekiti State Commissioner for Arts and Culture, Professor Bakari, said the decision was to acknowledge the impacts of Governor Oyebanji in the sector, particularly the NAFEST 2022 hosted by Ekiti State, which was adjudged the best NAFEST hosted in Nigeria since 1977. In an interview with BSES shortly after, the state governor said the award was therein to do more. Governor Oyebanji noted that the performance of the team in the State Ministry of Arts and Culture had been tremendous in recent time. He called on them to avail themselves the opportunity that would soon be unveiled to them.
It speaks to the recognition of the little we are able to do in that sector. I believe strongly in the ability of art and culture to foster integration, to foster social inclusion. It's also a tool to create wealth. We are going to develop talents, we are going to develop people in that industry, and we are going to give them platform to express themselves. Government will handhold them to a point that we also produce both national and international heroes, and they will make money.
In another development, Governor Oyebanji has expressed the readiness of his government to partner the Nigeria Investment and Promotion Commission (NIPC) to attract and promote business investments in the state. At the launch of Nigeria Investment Certification Program for States in his office in Ado, the governor told the delegation from NIPC from Abuja that lots of initiatives are ongoing to attract investors to do business seamlessly in the state. Saying infrastructure cannot only grow the economy, the governor urged the NIPC UNDP delegations to do all it could to help the state develop its economy.
Processes and also providing opportunities for them. Once the producers are sure you have the right information from but they rather believe in and believe states. Because we are going into the right direction. If they come to the leader, we just come to the each other.
The Executive Secretary, NIPC, Mrs. Aisha Remy, expressed the readiness of the NIPC to assist Ekiti State to design a system that would make it attractive for investors with focus on education, agriculture, and ecotourism to engender effective service delivery. She unveiled plans of the Commission to certify Ekiti as investor-friendly to reduce bottlenecks that deter investors from partnering the states. The Commissioner for Trades, Investment Industries and Cooperatives, Mrs. Tayo Adeola, explains that Ekiti was ready for business, noting that members of the steering committee on the investment certification program would cut across representatives from critical ministries of the state.
When investors come to Nigeria, there are some things that they need, and Ekiti has it. We will be on the top of the list.
At the launch of the program, Mr. Governor warned against delay in making the vision realizable. Toba Babalola reporting.
Ekiti State Governor Mr. Abiodun Oyebanji has promised to address the issue of non-implementation of car and housing loans for primary school teachers in the state. He made a promise in his office in Ado during a meeting with education secretaries in the state. Our reporter Toba Babalola again has the details.
Governor Oyebanji who described the forum as a family meeting, noted that it was towards the improvement of the state's education sector. The education secretaries who acknowledged the governor's impacts in the sector spoke about issues that affected teachers in respective council areas. This included better stipends for seminars, implementation of teachers' promotion from level 15 to 16, provision of car and housing loans for primary school teachers, payments of salary and leave bonus areas, the deployment of teachers to rural areas, recruitment of non-teaching staff, amongst others.
Primary school, they believe the government has not going to go ahead to go and do degree. They believe they are now at half they are recognized in secondary school. The government, for example, will find it very difficult to start this area. In the past, there used to be something like rural allowance or whatever.
So yes, if the government can provide a machine of teachers to pay on this amount.
So I want to say, sir, you are in more than the federal, sir. Because you have gotten enough up there, sir, to organize the defeat of ignorance and to organize the defeat of to banish poverty in our land.
The State Head of Service, Mr. Sunday Komolafe, Subib Chairman, Professor Femi Akeomi, and Commissioner for Education, Dr. Bingwe Aderiye, contributed to some of the issues raised. Governor Oyebanji will explain the roles of teachers on this emergence, as the governor said his government stands on its promise to always prioritize the welfare. The state governor declared the non-inclusion of primary school teachers in the provision of car and arsenals and promised to address the issue as soon as possible.
The teachers are so glad to me. I don't want to be in their books because I think they pledged to them. They supported me and still supporting me. And I know that I have not done most of what I promised them. But in spite of that, they are one of the few sectors that have not complained because they see as partner as one head. On the issues of the campus, I will visit that. On the grade enhancement, I will expect a feedback from you, sir.
On other issues raised, the governor promised to look into them, including the discrepancies between the area education officers and education secretaries. The governor promised not to interfere in the forthcoming AUT election in the states. Toba Babalola reporting.
Similarly, the Ekiti State government says that it will continue to fulfill its agenda on human capital development by investing heavily in the education sector. Governor Biodo Ibanji made a statement while declaring open the meeting of the All Nigerian Confederation of Principals of Public Secondary Schools, ANCOPS, Southwest Block Head in Ekiti. Adedayo Adeleye completes the story.
At the forum were ANCOPS members drawn from the southwest state of Ekiti, Osun, Ondo, Ogun, Oyo and Lagos. Governor Ibanji, who was represented by his deputy, Okilo Amonisade Afuye, said that principals were central in the attainment of secondary school education, hence the need for them to continue to be proactive in discharge of their duties. According to him, the state government, through the Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment, had injected over 2 billion naira for massive renovation and upgrade of schools across the state to enhance conducive environments for learning.
Other areas of intervention in the secondary school include provision of science equipment, training of teachers in ICT, interferencing to secure the schools, provision of information and communication technology gadgets in schools, implementation of outstanding financial benefit of promotion, payment of fees, distribution of JAM form to serving students, and regular payment of running grants to mention but a few.
Governor Ibanji charged the principals to use the opportunity to create cordial relationship with staff to ensure high productivity in their respective schools. He said that the present administration had established a good relationship with Ekiti ANCOPS and teachers, assuring them that government will always support ANCOPS in order for it to achieve its objectives.
I therefore encourage you to use all the legitimate method to ensure that your students always excel in their examinations. I also advise that you prevail on our parents to be responsible and fulfill their obligation towards their children.
Earlier, the Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Dr. Bingwe Aderiye, represented by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Dr. Folakemi Olomojobi, charged ANCOPS members to use the forum to provide solution to various challenges confronting education in the region.
On behalf of our Lieutenant Governor, I'm delighted to have you here, and I know that it will be better because this meeting is being held.
The Chairman Southwest Block of ANCOPS, Mr. Mojisola Ojetunde, and the State ANCOPS President, Mrs. Adekemi Olukwade, thanked the state government for providing the needed tools for teaching and learning.
We should be effective in administering various schools and also key ourselves into various policies of the state government, because this government belongs to us.
They said that the aims and objectives of the ANCOPS were geared towards ensuring qualitative secondary education through constant relationship with the government. Adedayo Adeleye reporting.
Also, the state government has promised to pay adequate compensations to affected individuals who lost their crops to the ongoing Ekiti Ring Road Phase 1 construction projects. The state deputy governor, Okinlua Monisa Diafuye, made a promise in Ado Ekiti while interfacing with stakeholders from the 6 communities where the Ring Road project traversed. Adedayo Adeleye again has the details. We will bring you the report in the course of the bulletin. Barely 6 hours after the dissolution of the Ondo State Executive Council, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa has nominated the former deputy clerk to the National Assembly, Chief Olayide Adelami, as his deputy governor. Adelami, a former governorship aspirant of the All Progressives Congress in 2020, Ayedatiwa has therefore forwarded his name to the State House of Assembly for ratification. The Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Ebenezer Adeniyo, confirmed the nomination of the Deputy Governor. Adelami, from the Owo area of the state, retired from the National Assembly in April 2018. Also, the Ondo State Governor, Mr. Lucky Ayedatiwa, has dissolved the State Executive Council with immediate effect. Ayedatiwa also sacked all senior special assistants, SSAs, and special assistants, SAs. The governor took over the reins of leadership in the state following the death of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu. The Osun State government has approved a 1 billion naira loan scheme for the cooperative societies and small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, in the state. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke, who announced the release of the money in a statement, said his administration was happy to fulfill one of its key promises during the campaign season. Meanwhile, the Enugu State Independent Electoral Commission, NSEC, says the local government election scheduled for February 24 has been postponed to October 5. The chairman of NSEC, Dr. Mike Ajogu, announced this in a statement in Enugu. Ajogu said the postponement followed the court order requesting the commission to adjust its original guidelines and timetable published in the official gazette of Enugu State on September 26, 2023. This is the broadcasting service of Ekiti State.
Ekiti University Ilora Ekiti has commenced admissions for the 2023-2024 academic session. Courses available in the College of Allied Health Sciences are BNSC Nursing Science, BSc Public Health, B-Medical Laboratory Science, Doctor of Physiotherapy. Courses in the College of Science and Information Technology are BSc Microbiology, BSc Biochemistry, BSc Forensic Science, BSc Computer Science, BSc Cybersecurity, BSc Software Engineering, BSc Information Technology. College of Social Management Sciences has the following courses: BSc Economics, BSc Criminology and Security Studies, BSc Accounting, BSc Taxation, BSc Entrepreneurship Studies, BSc Public Administration. Admission requirements are 5 O-level credits in relevant subjects and minimum UTME score of 140. To apply, log on to admission.the90university.edu.ng or visit the school. Our permanent school site is located at Kilometer 2, Ayetoro Road, Ilora Ekiti, Ekiti State. Management announcer.
Welcome back. For news, information or comment, send to bscsnewsroom@gmail.com. The Special Advisor on Information and Strategy to the President, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, said that the President has no plan to move the federal capital to Lagos. Onanuga said those peddling rumors are dishonest, ethnic and regional champion trying to draw attention to themselves. He claimed that those pushing the campaign of falsehood know they are playing politics to pitch the North against the South. His statement followed the recent relocation of FAN, a department of the Aviation Ministry, to Lagos, Anambra said there are many parastatals that are not based in Abuja depending on their mandate, insisting the administrative decision should not be politicized. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) today docked the immediate past governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, on a 9-court money laundering charge. Obiano, who was arraigned before trial Justice Inyang Ekwo of the Federal High Court in Abuja, pleaded not guilty after the charge was read to him. He was subsequently allowed to go home based on the terms of administrative bail the anti-graft agency earlier granted to him. The case has been adjourned till March 4 for the commencement of his trial. And Anambra has reinstated the suspended traditional ruler of Nneni in Anaucha local government area of the state, Igwe Damian Ezeani. Government suspended Igwe Ezeani on January 8 for violating the code of conduct of chieftaincy. Anambra also forgave 2 other traditional rulers who breached the Anambra Traditional Rulers Code of Conduct. No fewer than 30 persons were killed in Plateau State in the early hours of today by gunmen who attacked a village in Mangu local government area of the state. It was gathered that the victims, who were mostly women and children, had run to the house of a community leader in the area on Tuesday night for safety, following an earlier unrest during the day in Mangu town when the gunmen surrounded them and killed all of them. The spokesman for the State Police Command, Alabo Alfred, said he had yet to get the report of the incident when contacted. Meanwhile, the Zamfara State Ministry for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs has suspended the district head of Sabongeri in Guzo, Aliru Magajin Sabongari. The decision followed a thorough investigation into undisclosed allegations against the traditional ruler. This was contained in a statement by the Senior Special Advisor on Chieftaincy Affairs, Bello Aliu. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, says it repatriated 975 stranded Nigerians from Niger Republic in 2023. The NEMA coordinator, Kano Territorial Office, Dr. Nuruddin Abdullahi, confirmed this in an interview with newsmen in Kano. Abdullahi said that the returnees were brought back under the care of the International Organization for Migration, IOM, from Niamey, Niger's capital, through a voluntary repatriation program. President Bola Tinubu has departed Abuja for Paris in France. A statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngalale, said the journey was a private visit. He will return to the country in the first week of February. On the foreign scene, the head of Guinea's ruling junta, Colonel Mamadi Doumbouya, has been elevated to the rank of general. Colonel Doumbouya, 43 years of age, has ruled Guinea since overthrowing the country's first democratically elected president, Alpha Conde, in September 2021. And former U.S. President Donald Trump has won Tuesday's new Hampshire primary defeating Nikki Haley, his final remaining major rival for the Republican Party nomination. Trump is the first non-incumbent GOP candidate in the modern era to win both Iowa and New Hampshire. And on to sport. African Cup of Nations host Ivory Coast have sacked coach Jean-Louis Gasset midway through the tournament. The country's football federation announced this in a statement. The Ivorians suffered an embarrassing 4-0 thrashing by Equatorial Guinea in their last Group A game on Monday. The two-time champions need result to go in their favor in today's final group matches to reach the knockout phase as one of the 4 best third-place teams. And to end the BSCS news and reports, here again at the main point. We told you that Governor Biodun Yebanji has solicited the support of Nigeria Investment and Promotion Commission, NIPC, in business promotion. It was on the bulletin that the Ondo State Governor, Mr. Loki Ayedatiwa, has nominated the former Deputy Clerk to the National Assembly, Chief Olayide Adelami, as his deputy. You also heard that the federal government has denied plan to relocate the Nigeria capital from Abuja to Lagos. And lastly, on the BSCS news, and report, you heard that African Cup of Nations host Ivory Coast have sacked coach Jean Loris Gasset for poor outing. Support the present administration by paying your taxes as and when due. And that was the BSCS News and Report, as put together by the production team and edited by Shola Olorunlanu. I am Sunday Daramola. Good evening.